Friends, now I will tell you one very important facet of 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, that is regarding reservation of seats in Panchayat, and this finds explicit mention under Article 243D of Indian Constitution. What you need to remember that as per provisions of Article 243D, there will be reservation of seats, reservation of seats in every panchayat in the country, every panchayat in the country at all levels, at all the levels, meaning at village level and intermediate level and district council, that is Jila Parishad. At all level there will be reservation of seats for whom? Number one, scheduled caste, and number two, scheduled tribes. Okay, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. I hope you are aware, in India we have concept of reservation in employment, elections and education. Okay, and the whole concept of reservation is based on the principle of social justice. It is based on the principle of positive discrimination. So even there is provision for reservation of seats in every panchayat at all levels for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Now how many seats will be reserved? This is, right, they will be decided on the basis of, this is to be decided on the basis of their population, proportionate to or proportion of their population. Now what you need to remember, just try to understand this. Let us say in village, right, let us say that this is a village, and in this village scheduled caste population is 30%, and let us say scheduled tribe population is 10%. Okay, so 30% seat in village panchayat will be reserved for scheduled caste and 10% seat will be reserved for scheduled tribe. Now this village, right, this village is within this district. Let us say this is the district. Okay, now in the district scheduled caste population is 10% and scheduled tribe population is, let us say, 15%. So in the Jila Parishad, 10% of the seats will be reserved for scheduled caste and 15% seats will be reserved for scheduled tribe. Now the question arises, which seat will be reserved? So what we will do, all the seats in the Jila Parishad we will arrange in decreasing order of scheduled caste population, and the 10% of the seats at top will be reserved for scheduled caste. Okay, this is what is the meaning. So there is no fixed reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes under the provisions of 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, but seats will be reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in every panchayat at all level, and how much seat, that will be proportionate to their population at respective level. Okay, so this is number one which you need to know. Number two, right, number two, what you need to know, that, right, that, and this is very important, that not less than 2/3, oh sorry, not less than 1/3 1/3 of seats, not less than 1/3 of seats in every panchayat, right? In every panchayat at all level. Every panchayat at all level, okay, to be reserved for women. So women reservation. Okay. Now let me just tell you that Constitution under the provisions of Article 243D says that not less than 1/3 seats to be reserved for women in every panchayat at all level. So it's a lower cap, that not less than 1/3, but there is no upper cap. And this is why, Bihar became the first state in India way back in 2005 to pass a law to raise the reservation for women in panchayat to 50%. And after Bihar, right, another state, Uttarakhand, and thereafter many states, most of the states have amended the law in their respective states, and they have reserved 50% of the seats for women in panchayat. And this speaks volume about the status of women and the status of Panchayati Raj institution. Why I am saying? See, in our scheme of governance, local bodies have very, very limited role to play. They are not empowered the way ideally they should be. And this is the reason why politicians took no time to raise the level of reservation for women to 50%, even without a constitutional obligation. Constitutional obligation is that minimum 1/3, but they said, no, why 1/3? We will take it to 50%. But when it comes to a state legislature, when it comes to parliament, they are not allowing reservation for women. This proposal is pending before parliament since 1969. More than 50 years, several attempts. But what you will find? That on some or other issue, they will not allow that bill to be passed. I feel that if we want really to break Indian society free from patriarchy, we should give 1/3 reservation, 33% reservation for women in parliament and state legislature. The day when they will sit legislative houses to make law, then the whole atmosphere in society will change, because I also feel political, social and economic empowerment goes hand in hand. You see the sorry state of affair that this country till date has not realized the power of 49. Power of 49 means 49% population. Almost half of the population women. Yet we are not allowing them to contribute in the development in this country the way they want and the way in which they are capable. Very strong is the patriarchal mindset. You just see, 11-12% women in parliament, 7-8% women in state legislature, 4-5% women in civil services. Okay, we have miles to go as far as gender justice in India is concerned. And I feel that when most of the states decided on their own, all political parties, they favored that there should be 50% reservation of seats in panchayat, it speaks volume about status of women in India and status of panchayats. So, where there is no power, nobody has objection about giving reservation to women, but they don't want to give reservation in the bodies where we have, they are the real power centers. And I would like to ask questions to all institutions, all political parties, all political leaders, because they all talk about women empowerment. BJP should be asked question that if you are serious about women empowerment, then why don't you give 50% tickets during election to women candidates from your party? We should ask this question to Congress. We should ask this question to prominent regional parties, that if you are really serious about women empowerment, women's safety, why don't you give? We should ask question to Prime Minister, why we don't have, more women in the ministry. We should ask this question to Supreme Court, that why we don't have more judges in Supreme Court, women judges in Supreme Court, women judges in High Court. Okay. But everybody feels that there should be women empowerment, but not within their own sphere. That is what is the irony. Forget about anything else. Let me say that discrimination in India against women starts in mother's womb. Even before they are born, they are subject to discrimination. There is no need for me to tell you. We will have a separate discussion on this. There is no need to tell you that the moment in most part of India, when the family will learn or the mother will learn that there is female fetus inside the womb, the way the mother will take care for herself, the way the family will take care of that pregnant lady, and if they learn anyhow, which is illegal, even if they learn anyhow, then the way they will take care of that pregnant lady. Forget about that. Let us say if it not starts inside the mother's womb, it starts immediately after the birth. The moment the family, the community, the society will learn a baby boy is born, the way it is celebrated. And same kind of celebration will be missing when they learn that a baby girl is born. We have to go miles to ensure gender justice. We will do a lot of discussion, separate discussion on this, but I am just trying to tell you, for 50 years, we have been discussing that why we should have 33% reservation for women in state legislature and parliament, but we have not taken any decision. But when it came to panchayats, we took no time. Most of the states, they said, yes, we will give 50% reservation to women in panchayats, because they know local bodies in India are not that empowered. Okay, so we will have a lot of discussion on this, but I would just like you all to remember this, that under Article 243D, states are obligated to make law for local government in such a way that not less than 1/3 of the seats in every panchayat at all level is reserved for women. In 2016, there was an attempt in parliament to amend the constitution to raise this 1/3 reservation to 50%, but it lapsed, and parliamentarian felt that even without the amendment in the constitution, most of the states in India themselves voluntarily have raised the level of reservation for women in panchayats at all level to 50%, then why there is a need to add a provision in the constitution? So seats are reserved for women. This is what you should remember. Now, not only this, I would just like you all that states have been asked to legislate on their own as far as reservation, as far as reservation of offices of chairpersons in panchayats for SC, ST, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is concerned. Whether they will reserve the seat of chairperson in panchayat for SC or ST or not, this the states have to decide, right? This the states have to decide. Okay. And what I would just like you to remember, that this is voluntary, but what is compulsory? What falls within the compulsory provision? This is voluntary, meaning states have to decide. But under compulsory provision, what is there for the states, right? What is there for the state? Reservation of offices of chairperson in panchayats for women. Now this is compulsory, that 1/3 seats of chairpersons in panchayats to be reserved for women, not less than 1/3 to be reserved. This is compulsory. But about scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, the states have to take a decision how many seats they want to reserve as far as offices of chairpersons are concerned in panchayats. Okay. And even states have been asked to make law if they want to reserve seats for backward caste, as far as reservation of office of chairpersons for OBCs and BCs are concerned. So states have to decide, but states have not been given any discretion as far as reservation of not less than 1/3 of the seats in offices of chairperson in panchayats for women is concerned. Minimum 1/3 head at different levels of panchayat to be reserved for women. So we will be talking about this in a separate discussion. Okay, we will be doing some current discussion related with this, but in this session I just want you all to have complete clarity about reservation of seats in panchayats as per the provisions which are under Article 243D of Indian Constitution. I hope you have understood the provisions related with reservation of seats in panchayats.